chin froze. I'm really who the pen chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name up who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Speaking up with the
spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Second and 6. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll look to throw here. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fields now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this is something we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Keep the score 20-7. Bears nothing.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Right. Claw red. Light blue.
Up the middle, Nwangu. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here we go. Right, 97. Yellow.
Back to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on off.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a give running right, Nwangu. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this 1st half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their mobile, agile quarterback keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch. Hayden, 25 yards. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
8-yard pickup. And the Bears first down.
On first down, it's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw, Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll go down the number before getting this inside the 30. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With a his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now a first down throw, Fields. In trouble, and he's taken down. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group was not pulled well at all here in the first half.
To try again after the sack, Fields. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He'll get this to about the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run now for Nwangu. And some room to maneuver. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
6, 7.
Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he comes back with one complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Complete to number 28. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44, Fields.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Off play action, Fields.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Caleb Evans
picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Darnell Mooney,
35 yards.
and the Bears are able to claw one back.
Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Number set. And cycle.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Red 52. Yellow, go.
Now back to throw.
And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 17.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. From the 50, here's Fields. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
One play action, Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 13-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now it's Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Flush to his right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they run to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Handoff here to Nwangu. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On the draw, it's Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal line.
And what a treat it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One last throw here for Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings